Good morning, everybody. This is Diggs. It's another beautiful day out here in the Pacific Northwest, and today we're going to be talking about the Persona 5 collaboration that was just announced on JP. This was literally just announced a few hours ago. We're going to talk about the units. We're going to talk about what they can do. We're going to look at the trailer. We're going to do it all. So let's go ahead and dig in. Now we're going to start off taking a look at the trailer, and of course the trailer of the most important thing out there, right? This is going to give you just a taste of what's coming around the corner. And what I love about this trailer is that it kind of embodies both the WoTV art style as well as the Persona 5 art style to kind of become this amazing combination of Persona 5 and War of the Visions. And I think both of these games have aesthetics that are extremely wonderful and worthwhile, but they just kind of, it almost seems like they synergize naturally with each other. Of course, we have Joker first, who's going to be a dark slash. He's also going to have some access to missile units. We're going to have Queen, who is going to be the free lightning magic user, also with access to a variety of sub-job attacks. And finally, we have Violet, who is going to be a light slash unit. Now, Queen is going to be the free unit that everybody is going to get, and Violet and Joker are going to be the ones that you want to pull for. And keep in mind, on the JP side, they have Locke tearing things up right now. So of course, Violet is probably going to be the unit to chase here. Having had the opportunity to go over and look at kind of all of their kits, you know, I think probably the free unit is actually going to be the most powerful. And I would say again, but you know, I've been wrong in the past, and we don't have access to see everything. Let's go ahead and talk about what we do know, though. The first thing we know, thanks to odaibadiver over on Reddit, friend of the channel, and if you're familiar, he was on our last anniversary stream translating live in the comment section. He took the time to upload all of the different image stills with the translations for them. So if you do happen to see him, if you see his thread, it'll be down in my comment section down below in my description. Make sure you go thank him. He puts in a lot of work, and he has some of the best translations that I've seen of all of the current content that is coming out on the JP side. Now, the first unit we're going to look at is going to be Joker. His limit break is going to be Supreme Magic Bullet. So it's going to be a 3-turn defense penetration up, AoE damage large, and guaranteed hit. It can hit at a range of 5. You can look at the range over here. I would say pretty powerful. Anytime you get like defense penetration up, you know, I'm gonna say it's pretty good. Not to mention guaranteed hit as a dark unit. Dark slash, of course, we have always seen kind of in the world. So he also has access to Nightblade and Gunner subjob. No clarification yet on if he has Drain Rush. I'm assuming he will, just because most dark units seem to get, you know, every single good thing in the kit that they need. And, you know, Gunner sub, not too excited, but there is, of course, a lot of Gunner Dark options out there. We have Prompto, we have Ryryu, we have Venera, right? You know, having access to sub Gunner, you could probably pull off some Dark Gunner shenanigans. He seems like kind of as the lead unit, you know, not crazy so far, but transitioning into his kit, he's kind of classified as a frontline physical attacker. He can cast barrier spells, protecting against physical and magic, and he also has slash and missile attacks. His kind of primary ability, which I think most people are going to be looking at, is called One Shot, One Kill. It's a 3-turn single target defense down with large damage, and it's a range of 3 to 5. It's not clear. It looks like a slash ability. I imagine it would be, but it does have kind of the look of a missile attack. So I wonder if he's going to have a lot of missile attacks in his kit. The second ability over here in the upper right hand corner, let's think about surviving, is going to be protect for allies in kind of a range around him. And then for himself, he's going to get a 3-hit physical and magical barrier. And then his final buff in the lower right is going to be This Is My All, which is hate down in 3 turns for attack up. And I'm going to be honest, attack up and hate down is never something we've kind of used a lot. And while I do like the barrier, the protect for allies, right? Because protect is only dispellable, as we kind of explored the other week, by specific abilities that dispel protect, and a 3-time barrier is pretty good, but I kind of am getting the feel that maybe he's not going to be you know, a game-changing dark unit. And maybe we're just not seeing his entire kit right now, or, you know, as is kind of quite common, we aren't seeing the abilities that are going to make or break a unit. You know, only time will tell. I think the more, you know, obvious choice here is going to be Queen. Now, Queen is the lightning magic unit that we saw in the trailer. She's going to be called the main job, the High Priestess. She's going to have access to Gunner and Pugilist sub. Her limit burst, Atomic Flare, 3-turn single target lightning resist down, then large magic base damage and 3-turn haste on self. A couple things to consider here. They've been trying to push the lightning magic archetype for a while, and the fact that she's going to be a free unit is going to kind of reinforce that. They did recently have the lightning magic warrior of the crystal come out. We of course had oh my god, I can never remember his name, but the lightning mage just got his EX. Holy shit. This is what happens when you wake up and do a video at 6:30 in the morning. But, you know, the fact that her LB gives lightning resist down is a bonus. The fact that it deals magic damage is a bonus because, you know, they're kind of pushing that on the JP side and on the GL side. We'll kind of see what she has to offer. Of course, probably what's more important is taking a look at her primary kit here. She's going to be a frontline attacker type, which is interesting because she has magic-based attacks for some of her attacks. But she can destroy barriers and negate re-raise, and has magic and strike-based attacks. So the fact that she can destroy barriers and negate re-raise, like that automatically raises her to another level that a lot of people don't think about, right? Like the fact that you can dispel barriers, negate re-raise, like that's going to be so powerful, especially for a free unit with magic and strike attacks in her kit. Going to be absolutely destructive. Her primary ability here down in the lower left hand corner, Mathradin, I believe. Now, I'm not a Persona 5 player, so if I'm mispronouncing these, you guys are going to have to grill me down in the comments section down below. It's a AoE attack which destroys all barriers on the targets, then does magic based damage with a max range of 5. So that's wonderful. These names, oh my god. The second ability in the upper right hand corner are Mara Kukaja. Mara Kukaja is a AoE buff, 3 turns for ally and self get area attack resistance up, and then 3 turns you kind of get attack and magic up. Again, we'll have to see if this buff is going to be worthwhile. You know, it's hard to sell a buff when you are in kind of the planning phase and you can't see the entire build of the units. Final ability in the lower right hand corner is going to be Flash Bomb. So it's going to give 3 turns accuracy up for the self. Then it's going to do medium AoE damage with a chance of stun. Max range is 4, and you can only target enemies that are in a straight line. So it's not. It's interesting. I'm gonna put it at that. I would be curious to know what the range height on her abilities is, since some of them are magical. I'm curious if she's gonna have access to really good range height, but also because she's, you know, has some striking based abilities, I'm also curious about that. I'm also curious because she's on a gosh darn motorcycle, if the only reason she has striking abilities is she actually hits them with the motorcycle. From the trailer, it's not really clear, but I think that's what's happening here. The final unit that we're going to go over is Violet. Now, I have no idea who Violet is. My extent of playing Persona 5 is getting through, you know, probably about the first 6 hours of the game 4 different times. But she looks like the waifu of the bunch, I'm going to guess. She is light element. Her main job looks like Odaiba had some translation difficulties around this, but he said Faith Arcana. Sub job is going to be Fencer and Gunner. It's kind of cool that they all have Gunner sub jobs. I mean, it makes sense since it's Persona, but her limit break is going to be a 3-hit single target attack with large damage that has a high chance to crit. This is what I like to see. This is more of a PvE unit, it feels like. Whenever you get those multi-hit LBs with a chance to crit and stuff, this is what I really love to see. Let's go ahead and jump into her kit. She's a frontline physical attacker, has counter ability that lets her counterattack when she dodges physical attacks, and the ability to produce additional effects when she hits a critical. Interesting. So her primary ability in the lower left, Oh, Vorpal Blade. Holy shit, look at the size of that thing. Diamond shape AoE attack that does medium damage, and when critical hit reduces the target's AP. Oh my god, if you thought light wasn't strong enough now, like just imagine with lock and having the capability to reduce AP in that wide of a range. Holy cow. The ability, I told you to move aside, single target attack up in the upper right hand corner causes 3 turn target defense down, then does a 2-hit attack with medium damage, and when you critical hit, you have a chance of causing paralyze. So again, lowering defense, multi-hit ability. She's gonna be a PvE goddess. Like, she's gonna be so good, and that's really what light needs. I think, you know, if you've ever tried to pull off a light slash chain, you know, now we have Summer Killface. Summer Killface pretty good, but we kind of lack defense lowering options with light combat units. We lack, you know, units that can multi-chain effectively and hit damage cap in the light element, so she's going to be so good in PvE. Her final ability in the lower right, Bewitch Them, Cendrillon, is going to give self and allies CT up, it looks like, small, when scoring critical hits, and gives herself 3 turns evasion up. So it's very similar to Cloud's ability, which, I mean, we've seen that used. I think we see it more used in PvE than anything, but we do see that used. So not amazing, but also not broken, I would say. So overall, I would say the unit I'm the most excited for is actually not Joker. It's actually going to be Violet and Queen. It's kind of a tough say on which one I'm more excited about. I feel like Queen, while she is a lightning element unit and is super powerful, you know, I feel like lightning is an element that needs some help, especially without like 3, you know, Max Awakened Orlandu coming, or EX Orlandu. Like, lightning is just in desperate need of some help right now. I think Violet is going to be the most usable, potentially Joker too, but I think just Violet is going to naturally fit in, especially with Locke coming and a fully kind of EX Lucio on the JP side, whatever this does hit global. Going to be really cool. There are 2 other vision cards coming out, one UR vision card and one MR vision card. I wasn't sure on if the MR vision card was free or not. I'm assuming no, but you never know. But that's kind of it for everything Persona related. I'm really interested to know what you guys think about this, if you are excited for this Persona collab. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to come to global right away, but I do think there's a possibility that we may be getting Ibarra here in the near future if the rumors are true, circulating in the data mining community. So let me know what you guys think. As always, I hope you guys are having a great weekend, and I'll catch you guys next time.